Hello, welcome everyone to the new moon in Sagittarius reading that's coming upon us tomorrow, the 11th. Yes, I enjoy doing new moon and full moon readings. So, here we are today to see what comes through. And I wanted to bring through the Wizard's Tarot, okay? Because we speak of the Temperance card, and that's the tarot trump card for Sagittarius, the Archer. So it's all about that teacher, higher realm wisdom that you all serve. But in this book, so that when I'm working with the Wizard's Tarot, I I know that she calls, her name is Corinne Kenner. She calls her number 13, the Temperance card, the Alchemist. Okay, so the Alchemist is the Temperance card, number 13, major arcana for her. And I just wanted to open up with this because I found it um, interesting, especially for this new moon, because it's in Sagittarius, and for you Sagittarius friends having December birthdays, happy birthday to you. But I just wanted to see it says the alchemist, the professor of alchemy. Okay, so, and we speak of temperance as patience. But I'm not going to read about the card. But what I did want to read about is that this short synopsis she says about practical magic. Alchemy is a convoluted science, but you can start your study with a few basic concepts: the three principles, the four elements, and the seven planets. Okay, and she writes the three principles. Alchemists believe in three basic principles of creation. Sulfur, the active masculine principle, is hot, dry, and fiery, which Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign, so we know you're about the fire, Sagittarius, and your trump card is the this alchemist card, okay, the temperance, and also you're ruled by Jupiter, the bounty expansion planet. So it's like you crazy, crazy good. Okay, so let me read again. I'm sorry. The three principles. Alchemists believe in three basic principles of creation. Sulfur, the active masculine principle, is hot, dry, and fiery. It's the father of all matter. Number two, Mercury, the receptive feminine principle, is cold and watery. It's the mother of all things, the mother of all things, Mercury. And then the third alchemy principle is salt. The harmonizing principle is the child of sulfur and Mercury. It symbolizes creation and manifestation. And so now, realize people why and I just put it kind of together myself where I'm always crazy about take your sea salt baths, take your sea salt baths, okay? Because that helps in bringing that all together. And then in the four elements, which I just dropped a 2016 yearly reading, and I read via the four elements. And the four elements, the three principles, are closely related to the four elements of fire, water, air, and earth. So sulfur, mercury, and salt are closely related to the four elements of fire, water, air, and earth. Early alchemists used to explain that fire acted on air to produce sulfur, air acted on water to produce mercury, and water acted on earth to produce salt. Because earth didn't have anything left to act on, it served as a nurse or womb for the other three principles. So you see how there's there's a balance to how nature works, and then this alchemical approach, is another way to balance it all together for us to think about tapping nature's wonders. Okay, and then the last thing is the 7 planets. Traditionally, alchemists believed that the heavens, the zodiac, and fixed stars and the planets were the first things the elements created. They ascribed special significance to the planets. They thought of the planets as celestial beings and expressions of the divine, and they related the planets to the days of the week, various metals and characteristics of human personality. But anyway, I'm just going to read off the planets, which are Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. But I will read Jupiter because your metal is tin for the Sagittarius, and your metallic properties are plentiful and inexpensive. And your human characteristics for Jupiter planet is jovial, good natured, and outgoing. So I just wanted to open that up. I'll put it back in the deck, but so we're going to do a 9-card spread for this new moon in Sagittarius for this month of December 2015. And I'm also working with my Dragon Tarot deck right there. The box is kind of, I keep it in a bag now, but for that fire spirit that we have going on this table for this new moon. And then I also brought out this deck. Hold on, let me bring out the book, because that deck is known as the Gilded Tarot. Okay, so we've got 3 tarots we're going to read for this new moon, and the Dragon Tarot. Okay, so yes, I know that was sort of, okay, look, this card just kind of in my hand. Well, you know what? I'll put it there. Did I put that card back in the deck? I'm going to put this card back in the deck, even though it popped in my hand. I'm going to shuffle the deck. Okay, so let's pick again. Okay, and just feel comfortable, and, check your spine. And why don't you stretch out your neck right now? Look up, close your eyes, take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale slowly. Okay, let's do the dragons next. Okay, helps to breathe. Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale slowly. And this is the Gilded Tarot now. Okay. And again, just lie comfortably or sit comfortably and just stretch out your neck right there. We're going to make you look up and close your eyes and take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale slowly. Okay, we've got the 9 cards. And let's see what Luna has to speak of today as she moves into the Sagittarius constellations. Okay, very cool, very cool. And, not only are you depicted as your tarot card, the Alchemist, but you're also the adventurer, Sagittarius. And yeah, I just think you have, you know, the fire signs. I love all the fire signs. I love them all. Okay, let us begin working with the Wizard's Tarot. Well, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and it seems like, coin is definitely going to be coming through for what we're doing here, because everything is about this earth resources, and you can see it's I want to say it's a gnome, but it's like an elf gnome kind of thing, but lives up high in the mountain valleys, so totally, up in Mother Earth, and obviously, respects where he lives. But he's young blood, so that's so wonderful. I like seeing the young blood because that means we have opportunities more to come to make reality what we want going on, okay? Because it's coming for 2016. And look at him. We've got King Poseidon himself, planet Neptune in La Casa, King of Cups. How cool is that? That is just so cool. And even though it's the King of Cups, Poseidon, much power. And, and it was just funny because I think I said this a month or so ago. Everything was like Poseidon, Poseidon, Poseidon. And I'm still hearing that in my head. Poseidon, Poseidon. I haven't done anything about it yet, but maybe because King Poseidon came through. And the water, the cups, the tarot cups is the water element, and that's all the feminine receptive. Okay, so what a harmonizing balance we can recognize with this. Okay, even though he's a badass king in Greek mythology, that's what I was coming through. That we have to give him presence because he's one of the badass king gods. One of the badass ones. So he's one of the top three. It was, what was it again? I can't recall right now. But anyway, he's here. We'll have to read what he says because I think now for this new moon, this is all new beginnings. We want to think more like King Poseidon, all of us, and get by the oceans or take your seesaw baths. And that's just something I'm adding. Oh my goodness, and look at this. We've got the Empress already here for all of us for this new moon. Sagittarius, you're making it happen, no doubt, because it's coming through. Look at that. We've got not only King Poseidon, but the Empress herself, the ruler of the kingdom. She rules many kings, many queens, but she's also enjoying this new moon. And, it's just lovely. Lovely. See all the butterflies, transformation. She's got a crown of stars on her head. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. 12 lighted stars there. Okay. A lot of symbolism. A lot of symbolism with the Empress. But she's, again, planet Venus charmed. All about that harmony, fertility. You can see she looks like she's pregnant there, just like our Mother Earth, always giving us the beauty. So beautiful. So the king, even though it's Poseidon, it's feminine receptive. And this is totally feminine receptive there, but very interesting. Okay, let's see what the dragons have to say. And now we have 2 of Wands. Okay. Alrighty. And this is about balance. And this is totally about the fire, spirit, energy. So we're kind of on board with the opening of the dragons. You can see Luna's in the picture there. She's full moon in that perspective, but she's in the house too. Okay. So we want to keep any balance going on, even if there's some, maybe discussions or debates or something. You know, whatever way they're going, positive or negative, keep it in the check, keep it in the balance, okay? Alrighty, and like we're in this December month, and sometimes things can get a little hectic because some people want to pull you this way, or some, you know, you have to do the, you know, so just let's try to be as diplomatic as possible so no arguing happens during these holidays. We want to keep a theme that the 2016 yearly reading revealed was we want to be have more freedom, more peace, and more playfulness. Okay, we want to get out and have fun. So let's not consider any of this too much. You know, if yes, there's conversations have to happen, of course, but let's try to keep it in check. And especially if you are at a gathering or party, you know, watch the level of alcohol because that's what usually gets everybody all jacked up. Lord help us. Okay, Queen of Swords. Here we are. Another, wow, powerful, powerful again. Now, let's just make this interesting because here we have the Queen of Swords, and the swords is an air element. So this is, you know, our thoughts, how we're thinking. Okay, that consciousness, we want it clear. But all the swords are masculine active. So here we have a queen, you know, that balances the masculine active. Okay, just like the King of Water was there also doing the balance. So of because it's so feminine receptive. But I like that. But we already have two awesome king and queens coming through, and the Empress herself, the Knight of Pentacles arriving with, you know, the harvest is good. Harvest is good. A double whammy with the King of Cups. Yes, Madame. That's awesome. Well, we will make sure that we watch, we pull them out together and do see what the authors think, but that is so wonderful. I'm just like, yes, I love when things like this happen. Two different decks and the same archetype energy coming through. Fabulous. You know, it's and if you've watched me enough, you know I love the Two of Cups, and I love my favorite king is the King of Cups, because he's comes from his heart chakra. Okay, that love zone, and he thinks, but he's in, you know, a king, a badass. Look at Poseidon, in the respect that he also can fight with his sword. He can think with his mind. You know, he's and he has resources. Mother Earth has provided, but he's a master. Okay, he's a mastery with people because he's so uh, compassionate. Okay, so I just love that we have these energies of these men here. You know, the archetype of a male, but then again, it's all in the balance. That's why we can, you know, we don't have to think just female, male, because there is a balance to everything. And that's what kind of what the alchemy and thinking metaphysically is about. That way you can see we're all sort of like one. Okay, we are all one. Wow, this is nice to see, especially for this December, the new moon going on all these activities all around the world. You know, just remember to take an REST, okay? And let us be more confident that that's even saying to us, especially during these hectic coming weeks, with New Year's festivities, Christmas, you know how it all goes, and other people do other religious activities. Um, let's just make sure we take that time, and so that could be your hour a day. Okay, focus your hour a day, just like this, whether you nap it or just lie down and turn technology off and download what the heavens got to talk to you about. Okay, because looks like this guy's eyes are open actually, but I don't want to say it. I don't know if you can really see it, but it doesn't really matter. It's that you're taking that time. So this is confirmation. Okay, and fours, we will talk about that a lot too. That's that stabilizing number to stabilize your mind, because we can already see that, you know, there a little debate or a little discussion can go a little sideways here, you know. So just, we don't want to go through that. We don't want any heated debates with the family members, okay? We don't, this is, we want freedom and peace and playfulness, okay? That's the theme, okay? That's how we, that's how we keep the dark side away, because they know we're having a good time, all right? Just, that's how I think about it. So, and then look, more stability with the coin. Definitely 2016 is been, this whole year's been talking about abundance coming, prior, you know, prosperity, and a good fortune came out yesterday also via the water cup element. So it's like, here we have now the pentacles confirming the earth sign. We have the knight of the earth also, you know, working it through. We see Luna's in the pick in here. Okay, we got to work with those moon cycles, no doubt, no doubt about it. And she's, just to bring up this King of Cups, has the moon also, but the dragons work with the moon. But, and here we have him behind the sun star. Okay, just, it's just wonderful. And then we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so you see, we have a challenging, uh, you know, can be more than that, totally like a battle going on. So know that you will be standing strong, but you got to think about it in a mental way, okay? So that's why the mental side of us have to be in check. Because I'm only talking about this card I would read differently, but we're going into these holidays, and things can get emotional, and things can get mental, and things can get out of hand, okay? When it doesn't have to, okay? Because you can see there's the sun shining bright, okay? So just, you know, be brave, be the um, more courageous person in conversation, okay? Nothing heated, because really everything, we just keep moving on, you know, just, it's just, and you know, it's challenges, but you'll get through it because the sun is shining. All right, very interesting. Well, I do have to bring up these two kings because they are saying something here to us. So, and the King of Cups came up first from the Wizard's Tarot. So let's make sure that we kind of embrace the energies of the king here towards this new moon, and feel some magical power with it. Feel good about it. Embrace it. I just passed it. Here we go. Okay. Oh, you know what? Oh, they put the court cards in the back. Here he is. Okay, ruler of water. So this is this king. So I'll put it like that. The king, this king is the first king. Ruler of water. The King of Cups, like King Neptune, is the ruler of his underwater domain, and his trident and three-pronged crown are evidence of his reign. His white beard and white hair signify his wisdom and experience. Ocean rise and fall at, Oceans rise and fall at his command, and all the animals of surf and sea respond to his call. He can raise storms and hurricanes. He can stir whirlpools of grave confusion. He can also raise his trident above the surface and call on the forces of air and fire to bear down upon the waves. There you go. We got air and fire in the house. And water and spirit, obviously, because he can do it. The creatures of the sea surround him at all times like bodyguards and soldiers. He's not afraid to make a show of his authority. He wears earrings, pendants, cuffs, and a brass belt with a massive shield. His silver goblet, the emblem of his realm, is inscribed with glyphs for the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, well, here we have King Neptune, Poseidon, badass. Okay, and let's see what the dragon has to say about the King of Cups, because that's what we're going to enjoy ourselves, okay? And we can take on these archetypes not in an egomaniac way, but in a standing position way. Why not? Uh, you know, especially if you relate. You know, like I love mermaids, so I love King Neptune, King Poseidon. I love him. Okay, so the dragons has, they're always short and sweet, this little book here, but the dragons say, an emotionally mature man capable of giving and receiving love. See, there you are, capable of receiving and giving love. So that's why I love the King of Cups, because he's just that's what he is, you know, a giving provider, because he does provide. All right, my dears. Well, this new moon, you know, take those sea salt baths. My goodness. Look, you know, light a candle, and feel good about this 2016, because if you're trying to improve yourself and become authentic with your developing intuitive knowledge, okay, because you got to start working with the intuition. And if you follow videos like mine, you know, we're going to work with, we divinate through tarot, but we're going to work with the balance of, you know, earth, air, fire, water, the seasons. So, and I'm working with it too, because I'm learning as we go. And I appreciate that you understand these are all new videos to me, but it's helping me to be more, I think, uh, like it's all coming out right here in front of us, you know, and it's continues too. So we know the message is here. We just got to stay with the flow of it. And we know that's how we flow, right? That effortless flow with the water signs. Well, happy new moon to everybody. I really love doing what I'm doing here. And for Archangel Michael, I just said it in yesterday's reading. For any of you who didn't know, my first video ever was with this deck, Archangel Michael deck, and via Doreen Virtue. And I pulled 3 cards. And so this is how we look forward to 2016, you know, what we'll be developing next, right? One step at a time. Do everything one step at a time, okay? All right. Oh, here we go. Make a commitment. And that's the cover card there. So, Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, and my divine purpose. That's what we're always coming out for 2016. Your authentic self, your divine purpose self, you're aligning with the divine. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. There you go. Archangel Michael just knows how to close it up. And that was what the question that I asked for 2016 for the table to read, you know, that we all ask for guidance about our next steps, even if they're baby steps, on our highest purpose for this 2016, for this coming year. You even say for 2016, if you're doing a little, you know, prayer for yourself, you lighting your candles or divinating the cards, if you do your own cards, that's what it was. Now, make a commitment. I know has come out. If you are a follower of my vids, you know this card's come out. How many times, people, this year? Like, I think this is now 3 or 4, okay? I think it came out twice in one reading that we did. So, anyway, I know it's come through. Maybe I'm just thinking it's come through for me too, but you got to make a commitment to become now more that authentic you, okay? Not hiding at a behind a job that you don't like anymore, or it just doesn't uh, flourish you, blossom you, okay? You drew this card because you're asking about how to improve a situation. Archangel Michael advises you to fully commit to your desired outcome. If you're tentative or unsure, if you're deserving or worthy enough, then the final result will be unsatisfactory. However, by making a commitment, you'll help spark movement in your life. Possible specific meanings. Commit to your current relationship to create more intimacy and satisfaction. Allow yourself to fully enjoy each moment. Completely immerse yourself in an exciting project. If you're a musician or an artist, become deeply mindful of every note played or each stroke of your paintbrush. Be confident as you speak and write. And the prayer again, Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. There he is. Make that commitment. And here we have, we're closing up. We're closing up this 2015 just in a couple of weeks. So let's go with that flow. Let's go with that flow of love, right? We talked about that too. It came through, love is the fastest speed. So let's flow with the goals we have. Okay, make that commitment. It's just happening right now, and new moons is so cool because you can light the candle, stand outdoors, look up. Hopefully if you have nice weather, you can see the stars twinkle, and write down and the words that can be very simple, from one word to a phrase to a letter to yourself. But note to thyself that your commitment will be, and then ask for the guidance. But that's why we have to take that hour a day. And I'm glad that this card came through, rest, because it just confirms that that's what we need to do. Okay, and since we're bringing it up, and let's just read this one. Four of Swords out of this is the Gilded Tarot. Yes. Okay. Just let's see the viewpoint of what they're saying. But, for us who are really trying to tap that intuition, and we're really realizing that we need to take that hour, or so a day, or whatever you can commit to. See, make that commitment. Make that commitment. And you will see things start happening, and I just think it's the way that you follow the wisdom of what they tell you to do. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you can see it says a worn out soldier finds rest in a quiet bricked area. For the moment, he is safe from battle. Okay, so we even had a battle card come through. Okay, so we'll put the Five of Swords here, because see, well, he comes next, but let's just put him like that. We already know there's a battle out there. Okay, for the moment he is safe from battle. In this sanctuary he can regroup, and regroup he must, as his problems are still present, as indicated by the swords. But for the moment he can take a break and face his challenges refreshed. The benefits of the Emperor Major Arcana 4 can be seen here. By providing a stable, secure environment, the soldier can gather his thoughts and bring his best possible efforts to the situation. You need time to regroup. Although your situation is problematic, you will not resolve it until you can take some time out. Okay? Remove yourself from the situation, meditate, and find your center. Okay, and we already had the Two of Wands, already showing that there could be some discussion, debates coming through. So here we're coming to these holidays. Like I said, people can get a little more emotional. So let's not try to make it like, oh, this just happened today out of nowhere. Just plan that if it gets emotional, you just You regroup. You need time to regroup. And the situation is problematic, you will not resolve it until you can take some time out. Remove yourself from the situation, meditate, and find your center. By recharging your spiritual strength, you will bring your best efforts to solve the problem. There we go, spiritual strength, right? You know, because we're that's what it all is. Why we're following these principles, so we can become those spiritual warriors, so we can even defend ourselves from the invisible, because we can feel them, we can sense them, we can know, we will be already told, you know, they'll already warn us, protect us, you know, turn around, do this, you know, those are the things that start coming through. So be aware of ignoring the problem by distracting yourself. This is not a card of escapism, but of utilizing your spiritual foundation for renewal. Okay? So, and really, escapism in the respect, you know, these holidays, everybody drinking a little more, and, you know, nothing wrong with having a nice little party going on, but if it gets a little, you know, mouthy, wordy, or something is feeling negative, you can feel negativity right away. You don't even have to be psychic to know, you know, feel negativity. So it's like, just, it's already kind of come on the table. And I'm just putting in with the holidays because there's so much pressure on everybody. Everybody's you know, hot-headed, can become hot-headed, not wanting to, but things happen. And you know, and there's cruel people out there that can come into your house and steal your belongings and destroy your time. But you just, you know, keep the wisdom of the Empress with us. Okay, they talked about the Emperor, but she's his double team right here. So let's just think how the Empress would work it all through, and how the King of Cups is here for compassion and love. So let's try to keep these two energies, that love, Venus, beauty energies, you know, wide awake for us, okay, with the beauty and grace and charm, okay. And I think that if you are in some kind of uh, environment that can feel uncomfortable, just with grace, it's not that you're being pussy or pussy whipped or whatever the words are, just say you're just going to take the, you know, the better approach, and you'll have the backing, you know, you'll be protected. You'll be protected, let's say, by the Empress and the compassionate King here, because they'll make sure, you know, that you don't do what's you don't need to do. You just step away, just like they would have a loving vibe to give, you know. That's the whole thing. You already know, like, he is my favorite king because you can know his vibe is, it is compassionate and loving. You know, where the King of Swords, he's the one that probably would want to fight with the King of Cups. Okay, so it's just, let's just stay calm, because it did come through the table, and because these times are hectic, and it doesn't even have to be the holidays, it's just even what's going on in this world of war. So let's, at least, let's consider why we celebrate this time, to bring in the Prince of Peace. Okay, Jesus Christ is here, and let's just think, you know, with graceful and beauty and charm, and have luxury and comfort, and enjoy yourself. Okay, enjoy yourselves, and look forward to 2016, because if you do improve yourselves, they're here. There's been saying it, I know, for over a year now, over a year, that you just keep working on you, and we're here. Okay, much love to you all. Happy 2015, the ending of, and make 2016 the best ever for you. Okay, working with your highest purpose, your the life purpose for you. Okay, much love and charm and grace. Happy 2016. Ciao.